coming this way. See, Cirrus just can't last that long. It's supposed to be ice crystals, well, obviously. And then they've been pretty hard at it all day with chemtrailing, producing this lower altitude clouds, but lots of jet cirrus and gray slime. There's a classic shot. Where are they? And our friend came by for a nice visit of his flag, and he's thing of important note is that, see, this stuff has come in, this weirdly flattened, once again, clouds, no rain, dense but thin, and they were spraying heavily into it. Yesterday, for the most part, it was clear most of the day until later in the afternoon when they started doing heavy spraying and the jet cirrus gray slime came in, major. Now, it was nice. It was low humidity, pretty pleasant out, no doubt. Cool, not cold, but it was cool, just right. Now this stuff comes in, it's like we're right back to July, even though there's no significant change in what's been happening over this low humidity. So what this reinforces what many scientists on YouTube are saying, which is pretty damn obvious. The stuff may reflect away sunlight, but it also traps the heat. There's no place for the heat to radiate. So it's like, taking a mylar sheet, draping it over you in the summer and going, oh, it's reflecting away sunlight, but it's reflecting all your body heat and trapping that in. So, the net result is worse than if you had nothing at all. So, another one that just went by. All right, what have we now? Let's take a look. Oh yeah. Oops, it's jet cirrus everywhere. You can see some lower altitude cumulus. But above all, yeah. Look at how much it's just incredible. It's like it's a full sheet. It's basically an unbroken sheet of jet cirrus with some, slightly denser, compression sandbar-like effect, as you can see there, but it's like it's everywhere. It's everywhere you want to be. Hey, it's hot as out here. Hot as spit, man. It's like back in 1912 again, boss. Here we are on New Chemtrails. It's the new old west. They gonna kill everybody this year, boss? I hope not, Ryder. I hope not. It's been a real weird ride, though. Sure has, boss. Sure has. And let me get my harmonica out, because I want to sing a song. It's maybe cheer me up. Remember, this is just what it looked like last night. And this stuff was there all night, and today all day. And then when the sun sets, it's very thin. It's extremely thin. As soon as the sun sets, you can't even see it. Unless it's got enough density that it includes stars, but otherwise it's like you don't see anything at all. With the sun, again, we get this weird characteristic of this strange kind of metallic yellow color to everything. There's a chemtrail right there. Which is another thing I've noted many times when we have this type of glaze. At the 6 around 4 o'clock, I'm actually helping out. I'm here in DC. You can see these whacked out clouds, right? Not producing any rain, dense within, and then higher up we see jet cirrus and plenty of it. We look up here, we see pure jet cirrus, and lo and behold, a chemtrail, a persistent contrail. So once again, there it is. Shows you what altitude that junk is at. So we have jet cirrus over us again, and what is it? Well, it's lording it over these lower clouds. Freaky too. And by wonderful coincidence, the Marines presidential unit just flew by there, having a little bit of patrol here, not too uncool. Breaking off, heading off, who knows where. We pan up, we actually see 1, 2, 3, 4 chemtrails right there in it, so they're active over this. That's a weird flight. It's pretty damn low. He's coming into Andrew. Here's our friend coming back. We love each other. Alright, Saturday the 7th. I didn't actually film at all yesterday, but not last night, but the night before we had, and through much of yesterday into the afternoon, the longest continuous rain we've had in over 5 years, maybe more. And then it was overcast all day, but now finally the stuff's going off, and what do we see? Well, you know, strangely flattened clouds. It didn't rain at all today. And then as this stuff moves off, we can see just above it is jet cirrus, or gray slime, and plenty of it. So we'll see what happens. That's jet cirrus right there. 30, stuff's cleared off. It's actually, I don't see any, you know, discernible jet cirrus. The sky isn't as blue as it ought to be, but that's okay. No jets. No chemtrails, no persistent contrails, no jets, no nothing. Where are the jets? Okay, finally, one's gone by at cruise altitude. See it right there? Not a wisp of anything coming out of it. Alright, Sunday the 9th. It was clear until all day yesterday without any gray slime visible, which is very unusual, but right after sunset, this came in. This stuff. You notice it's dense but pretty thin, and that's definitely gray slime right through it, so it's all permeated with it. It's disgusting. So, looks like this is what we've had. 30, pretty much the same, and of particular note, we can see, you know, frozen and loose side effect, one giant managed sheep, but this is the most interesting part. See all that? Yeah, that's jet cirrus. Now, I'm not sure what altitude it is. It's definitely above that. How much, I'm not sure. There are no jets coming over it all day by which to judge, but whether high or low, that's a very large swathe of the goo, and it's kind of proceeding out of this. It's above it, yet of it. See? It's in it and of it. And this loses altitude, or is lower material, so it's oblate. Cirrus at the top, and then, you know, slimulus, denser and denser slimulus. So again, the perversion of the troposphere is just more of the same. These freaky, flattened, rainless clouds. 360 degrees, that's looking toward Washington, the same stuff, horizon to horizon. Okay, we'll come over checking telecast for sex. That's where we are. So it hardly shows anything, right? We're completely covered, right? The blanket of goo. And we pan back, and what do we find? Goo. It's just goo everywhere. Vast sheets of goo. Garbage. They're garbage. Okay, nearing sunset. Yeah, strangely flattened. Horrible, horrible chemtrail. Right there. Visible through the gap. Alright, so that's all we need. Hardly any jets, but the one jet that came by, chemtrailed. Yeah, there it is. So that's the thing. It's like virtually every day. Nearly every day. Persistent contrails, which is meteorologically impossible. Jet at cruise altitude. Hopefully I can pick them. There. Yeah, nothing whatsoever coming out of that jet. No water vapor, nothing, unless he's coasting. But what do we see here? Persistent contrail right there. See it right there. There's one right there. There's another one right there that we saw. Looks like there's a fatter one that maybe was put in right before it. And down below it, it's in jet cirrus. It's gooey jet cirrus right there. And then the next form of this jet cirrus, possibly, you know, a few feet lower. Okay, so there's your impossible, you know, conflict. Another good shot. Now I showed you on telecast, there's, you know, this flattened, weirdly flattened clouds. Fine, you know, whatever. Look what's above it. That's all jet cirrus. See it? Cirrus. Jet cirrus. Abnormal cirrus. Frozen and lucite cirrus that never goes away. That's why all the cloud masses on telecast, whether they were that stuff or that stuff, are tended by that stuff. All the edges have that. So that's why all the cloud masses look like that. at the edges, all around them, all the time, because that's how much there is. That is. It's all jet cirrus. Alright, it's the 10th, around noon. Did have some rain. What do we got? Yeah, the same old crap. I'll show you something else too. See, strangely flattened clouds. See through it, there's no blue sky, it's jet cirrus. And what do we see? Persistent contrails. 1, 2, 3 of them. A team of 3. It's definitely blooming. And it shows you that that grazy, hazy crud, that's at jet altitude, cruise altitudes. This stuff is close, see, and then it droops down. But it starts up there. And that's where the jet cirrus, gray slime, white slime, Chemcloud, totally. I mean, this is the kind of thing that's like super easy for the media to deal with. I mean, after all, persistent contrails, which is what NASA and the Air Force call these, say, well, can only exist at 55% humidity or higher, has to be extra cold up there too. Well, it's none of those things. And they can't be here every single day, or virtually every day. So that's why it's easy for the media to cut through it, but they don't want to. Well, it's a guts problem, folks. That's what it is. They're paid to not look. They're paid to just go along with the establishment line. Okay, we had rain, but the good news, mizzle. Mizzle, my people. Yes, every single precipitative event has been attended by, begun by, or followed by, or been comprised entirely of mizzle. Sweet mizzle. Uniform micro droplet. Okay, we just had a heavy rain that had some mizzle, and as soon as we see some clearing of the junk, what do you see? 2 chemtrails. There's one right there. See it? Right there. This came out, and there's one being made right there. See it? Right there. And waste no time. The operation is long and sustained. That's a long one right there. Line. The material is reaching out aggressively and spreading. Alright, here's a great example right now. It shows you, alright, lower clouds, right? And I showed you the upper clouds, jet cirrus. What is that stuff? That's all jet cirrus. Look how dense it is. Why do we know? It's very simple. There's your persistent contrail, and it cut its fuselage cut a path right through it. So basically, it got turned off, and then it just sailed right through it. So it shows you this material is very dense and very thin. No ifs, ands, or buts. That's the stuff. Boom. You're getting more chemtrails, lower altitude clouds. See it moving fast, but what's up above it? That's super amounts of jet cirrus. That's Megaslime. That's the mega jet cirrus. You know, that's been up there for days, coming this way. See, cirrus just can't last that long. It's supposed to be ice crystals. Well, obviously, this is a cirrus that's not comprised of ice crystals. It never goes away. That's pretty impressive. That darker stuff is not, but all the white stuff behind it, that's all Megaslime, super jet cirrus. They have a new means of manufacturing it, and the chemtrails now just embellish it. We'll watch for a second while this lower altitude stuff streaks across, and you can see the... And the other thing that everybody forgets, it's so obvious, everybody forgets it, the material that's used to make that stuff up high, it falls. Right? That's why it has to be replenished. That's why the cost is estimated at $300 to $400 million a year just to fill a layer, you know, thinly, because it falls. It doesn't have infinite residence time, so it comes down and perverts lower altitude stuff, which we've now seen many times. Okay, so that stuff's blown away, leaving serene above it all jet cirrus. And what's it joining into? See, it comes down a bit. And where is it? Well, those are pretty normal-ish looking clouds. But it's united. See, it's joined. This has a tremendous oblateness. It leaves the edge, and then it becomes real oblate. And then now it merges right into it, see? Into what? That. So, you know, basically we are, you know, we're really in big trouble. There's 2 right there, right? There's a third one right there getting made. Isn't that great? And here that guy is. Can't I be that one? Getting crossed by somebody. Looks like he might be doing something. Oops, he just crossed that guy. God damn, that was close. That's good. So, yeah, this one goes the whole way, right? That one was just a brief on-off. And there he is, right there, see? Nothing's coming out whatsoever. It's like delta, probably. Yeah. And that's a good one. There's your trail, no trail dichotomy. Right? It's right next to him. It's magic Martian water, man. See, they're starting to come out. Damn it. Ugh, so hot. It's gross. So gross out. Hot and gross. A potent combination. And meanwhile, that guy is still not trailing again. Does it look like? No, he's not. Where is he? Right there. It's hard to... There. Okay. His rudder's cutting their stuff, man. The stuff he released is still there, right there. Jet Cirrus, Chemslime, and there's our guy right there. There he is. Right there. Oh, we're coasting now, folks. We're out of fuel, but it's alright. Just flap your wings. In the aisles. No, I know you don't believe in it, but we've worked this a million times. Flap your arms like a bird. We're going to make it all the way. All the way. See, that guy went past all of that stuff, which is obviously persistent. He had made... obviously flying level, so his should have gone the whole way. Light dilution, so you don't have infinite amount on board. It's Martian magic. Okay, the other ones that guy flew past. There's another one just got made. They're definitely expanding, persistent. You look up to see the spectrum. Isn't that strong, but it's in the Jet Cirrus, and once again shows you what we got going. Uniform micro droplets. And we can still that guy. They turned him off. See him right there? Right, it's on, off. There he goes. Sprint. Nothing coming out. Right next to what? A huge one. Okay. So now you know. Now this is good. They just right behind him is this guy. So they're really starting to crank him out. On, off. And there he is, right there. That's United. See? I just went off. Look. They let me back up. Come on. Right? Nice and dense, on, off, and then off. Yeah. And another pretty dense spurt right there. And where is he? There, right there. Notice the spectrum color. So they got something else going on in that guy. That's a really hard turn on, isn't it? Ooh, and how? God, man. It's unscotchable, isn't it? Yeah, that's a different material. Maybe. I don't know. Could just be the angle to the sun. I'll grant it that. I won't grant that it's not artificial. Right? And the guy was right next to on the same exact path and was doing nothing. And then his is like, couldn't be any more intense than that. Damn. And then what happened? I mean, that's about as dense as you can get from those planes. They turned it off. I love that. Bad boy. How come the others went on and off while this one goes the whole way? Yeah. See? The powder falls before it aggregates enough. Socks on the line effect. Look how regular it is. It's because it's distributed by a high quality motor. 10. Well, I'm not sure what direction to pick, but they're definitely coming on pretty strong now. And again, the very high volume. Remember when it was clear yesterday? Okay, I'm going to end it there because rain clouds are coming in, so that's what they were doing. They were flying into more rain clouds to suppress it, and I'll show you what it looks like behind me, because that's what's... Well, here. Mizzle. Sweet, sweet mizzle. It's again showing you it's their stuff up there. It's binding it up. And what do we have? Yeah. And effing how, man. Look at that crap. See? There's another one right there. Can't see who it is, but we can certainly see what he's doing. Notice how that one got turned. See? You can see the lower stuff here moving. And what's it revealing? Yeah. Up high jet Cirrus. Right in it. Right there. You see how it comes in perverse. So the 3 layers here. There's the highest layer jet Cirrus that stuff is in. We've been like this all day, all night. It was sunny for an hour. Alright, Tuesday the 11th. It's basically been like this all day, all night. It was sunny for an hour or so this morning, but then this is what's been the predominant. Now, look, see those puffy cumulus clouds there? Pretty big. Above it is this weird flattened stuff, which I don't know what the altitude is. They've been like one jet all day. You know, where all the chemtrails, where's the one after the other jet? That would be chemtrailing. Delta probably, I don't know. Oh, whatever. No vapor trail whatsoever, and he's definitely at the altitude. And all of a sudden, why did he do it and all the others today did nothing? That's why. That's their job. You either add to it or it goes away. You always have to add to it. At the same time, there's another one right there. It's certainly more than I've been seeing today. It's not quite as substantial as that other one, but this looks like one of the light dilutions. But I don't know for sure. And so they add where... Alright, this is a great example. It's like all day, like 3 jets went over, no trails, and then as soon as the gray slime comes in, bam, there's one. There's another shred up there, and there's one being put in right there. Yeah, see it?
That's pretty strange, straight lines.
No doubt.
You don't see straight lines like that.
Like knitting needles from hell.
Look at how focused it is, even through the pack.
Yeah, you're right. Well, he's belly surfing that crap. One developing, it looks like they just turned that guy on. Maybe, or he might be dissipating, which either way, I'm having a hard time even seeing him.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, see? So he's at the same altitude. He should be doing the same thing, but they're going to probably turn him on later.
Planes would fly in that formation so close.
Yeah, I know. That's another hallmark of this stuff. It is. These guys will fly in teams of 3 and 4 off. Alright, so that guy's on all the way, and there's his buddy. They haven't turned him on, so it's like there's your dichotomy. They're obviously right at the exact same altitude. And then what's what up there? Look at that one. Right? How come that guy's not doing anything? It's Martian magic water. Anyway, Chemclouds, same as that right there. So this is the new dominant cloud form, and it's basically almost completely swamped all other cloud types in the troposphere. Alright, it's the 12th, around noon. What do we have? Well, let's take a look, shall we? Yeah. Oh, it's normal cumulus clouds. Now. Yeah, normal cumulus. What do you see there? What's that? That's gray slime. That's all that crud out there. See it? That's called gray slime, jet cirrus. can't, you know, these are clouds. It's spring. It should be blue through the gap. It's not. And this stuff's coming from the northwest, not from the Gulf of Mexico. See, now you can really see the jet cirrus real good. Pretty high altitude cumulus. Above all, gray slime, white slime. Maybe that's what I should call it now, white slime. All right, it's late afternoon. We're up here right at the edge of Washington, D.C. Now let me show you what is all about. Now this is great. Here's your cumulus. Now look at this crud. See, that's a mighty swathe of jet cirrus Megaslime. And just saw a jet at that altitude, so to show us that if that crap's at 30,000 feet or only barely slightly lower, it does look like it's sinking. Look through my sunglasses to get a little better contrast. The gray slime's everywhere. 360 degrees of it. Jet slime, more gray cirrus, and here we have what? Yeah, chemtrail, finally. So once again, every day, virtually every day, persistent chemtrails, which are naturally impossible. Alright, stepped inside, stepped back out, a couple minutes later, boom. Persistent contrail to the max, all the way. And up just a few minutes ago, up a giant, we saw one go over at altitude doing nothing whatsoever. Now what do we see? It's all that striated stuff. Look at it all. It's all jet cirrus. I could curse the meteorologists until I'm blue in the face. It really isn't going to make a difference. It ain't going to make them wake up, is it? No matter how, every day, all day, after day after day after day after week after week after week after week after month after month after month, just slapping it right in their face, and they see nothing. Jet cirrus, geoengineering at its glory. It's turning the planet white. Whiter. We're going to make the planet whiter. Yes, to fix it. That's sick. Should we just look down for a few minutes? Don't look like you're going to miss them. They start coming out. It's a very potent material, isn't it? Vast. I mean, God, that's as wide as downtown Silver Spring. What do we have right next to it? One with a dissipating contrail. Right there. Low contrast skies, but there we go. He's right there. I can again tell by the magnification ratio, the size of the craft based on my maximum optical, that they're right there. It's the jet cruise altitude. Right there, where that is. King duty too. That is heavy duty. You can also see the shadow, see that dark line? That's the shadow of it. So they're like right there. They're right over. This one's even closer to the layer. I think that's really belly surfing it. So, this is weather control. This is chemtrailing. This is the grossest of the gross. Look at it. It's gonna be freaking unbelievable. You know, now that I'm going to time lapse it, but that one really shows. You see how intense their new compounds are. It's just amazing, really. Alright, I'm actually stopping this because there's something I want you to see right now. See, one has just got put in exactly in the other. See it right there? And the guy is right in there. Hoping he'll pop out. Yeah, it looks like they turned him off. I hope we see him. No, he's getting lost behind, just above it. That was his one right there. Oh well. Okay, I wanted to show you that super mega slime trail. So now let's do some more time lapse in a different direction. Isn't that great? See? See what it turned into? It's all up there. There's no other type of cloud. What's that? Happens all the time. Almost every day. Good example. Turned on at the same point. That's GPS. Trigger on. And that's kind of nice. Here's the poor moon. Hardly ever get to see that anymore. In the skies of New Chemtrails. Sometimes they chemtrail all day long. And then it's almost like a song. And like a song we ain't got long. On New Chemtrails. And just